chase. It does mean you're not going to have as much pressure pre-6, but as long as you can just track Owner, make sure he doesn't get any momentum early, I feel like once the ultimates come online...
The wall is as well from Vikla. And there's the wall. They're going to be split up a little bit. We'll see which target they do decide to go on, as the answer is kind of nobody. They just kind of wait around. There is first blood, but also a kill goes to FaZe. And so, yes, they do get the kill. They get the ultimate hunter stack. But now T1 is on the chase. They have this Vi ult as well. They're going in onto Diablo. Tons of damage does go into Owner, but it is traded out as flash over the wall, and FaZe collects a second kill and is feeling pretty... But they are eventually going to take this mountain, and it doesn't look like T1 really care. Yeah, pretty interesting that he's the one, but now Faker kind of in an awkward spot. Does have double sums, but rooted basically forever. He is tanky, though, already with the rod finished, and Kellen flashes away. Paranoia is coming in, but Owner had his sights set on the Nico and does pick up the kill. As now we have TPs arriving. Doran and Clear are here. No equalizer, though, as he used it on the wave earlier. Looking for Raptor. He has to flash away. The flash bubble comes in, and the tidal wave is there, but it already gained enough distance. And so T1 saying, well, that's good enough. We got the one kill. Nice bait, Faker.
I think just drastically overestimating the damage for BNK FEARX. He should leave, I guess.
Yeah.
Are looking towards the Herald now. Oh, they're going for the Nami.
Yeah, Keria kind of standing on a ward and not realizing it, and immediately just kind of dies.
This is one of the things of these squishy supports. Like, you know, Kellen on Nico has gone Celestial opposition. That's why. Like, don't get me wrong, Dreammaker...
Yeah, not ending up being the most effective. Did get him low, but also got himself low, so not exactly the trade they're looking for.
I would watch out.
Oh, flash on in. Diablo might be in a bit of trouble here. Does get ulted once again. The Nico finds 3, but he just dies immediately, and now finally the Paranoia comes out and Clear frontlining, but the Nocturne also taking a ton of damage from FaZe before he went down to Clear. And so...
As well, he was just melting people. Great time to have the Rumble turn up. A lot of value there. Vic was looking.
So Doran flashed in that trade in the top lane, and now he's dead.
He's regretting that a little bit.
Yeah. Going for that aggressive trade comes back to bite him when he was going...
I mean, Doran's done fine, right? Into Clear, but Rumble's still Rumble. This champion is just still... Just not okay. Not okay.
When will Azir stop being broken and competitive? When will Corki stop being...
Corki comes and goes.
Yeah, Corki.
There's a lot of times doesn't give much value, but sometimes I'm like, hey, you have like a Cassante. He likes to get low in HP.
Yeah. Kellen kind of forcing an engage here. Will be punished for it. Gets slowed up by the tidal wave and just gets blown up. So, look, saw an opportunity and took it.
Even with Chemtech Soul, that's not going to save you there. And the extended vision's only temporary, right?
For the next minute. A little extra information. Clear 16 minutes ago.
The saddest is when you pop it and everyone just flashes out immediately. You're like, oh.
Yeah, well, they're going to go on in. You talked about targets. Keria is certainly one of them, and he is not long for this world, as nobody's really able to help them out. It's a double kill for Vikla, and now Clear gets onto that backline. Faker just going to TP out. Oh, barely gets away from the chains. And if he gets hit by that, obviously he gets interrupted and rooted. As Vikla looking for more. Gets the knockback here on a Doran. I think Doran should be okay, just doesn't want to have to use his flash. And it was getting a little dicey there.
You know what? I did talk earlier about Keria going Celestial opposition. I gotta apologize, because I don't think that would have done anything there. I just don't think there's much you can do when this composition wants to kill you. They are gunning for him. They just don't like to see fish on the rift. They turn him in the sushi.
Unless you're Fizz.
Well, we don't see Fizz very often either. Clear's in a bit of trouble. Oh, but Kellen's here.
Trying to punish him. Kellen does come in. There's the flash from Clear, just trying to disengage from this, but FaZe with red buff on the chase as well. Elects, not theoretically, something like Nami, if the fights are actually close. Gonna have to hold that thought as this time Keria just flashes away. But now Vikla goes over the left side of the wall, instantly dies, gives the shutdown to FaZe. And that's exactly the mistake T1 were looking for, as the equalizer gets big damage. and might push them back, but it didn't hit Faker, who is leading the charge now as Kellen is going to go down. Triple kill for FaZe as T1 just like that. One mistake, and they're ahead of the game.
Yeah, big flub there from BNK FEARX, but good peel from T1. Keria just immediately flashing over the wall. If Raptor wanted to go for him, he'd have to commit so deep, and in the end, he doesn't. It's Vikla who oversteps, and FaZe makes him pay for it. Now 7-1 and 2. And you know that conversation we're just having about...
Still 1,000 gold behind Vikla, but where the gold lead lies for T1 is in FaZe. As we do have the TP coming in, nice flash there, but the equalizer still going to hit FaZe. Doesn't have his Valkyrie, doesn't have flash, and eventually he will die as they do get him down. And also Owner, who went deep, dies to the Varus. And now it's basically just, okay, a dead Doran, and Faker's like, what happened to my team?
Just a great team fight from BNK FEARX. The dive comes in, and FaZe does everything he can to dodge the Pop Blossom, but Clear just slides in and takes him out. This Rumble doing absurd damage. But Faker not quite ready to actualize all over the place. He survives, but
recognize this if they're willing to take a straight up fight, if they have tabs on Faker, who is right now in the mid lane.
FaZe does have no flash now.
Owner taking a bit of damage. They got to be careful. They are collapsing in on an Owner who does not have his flash, has to commit to the play, is so deep in the thick of 4 of them, doesn't get an opportunity to even smite. As Clear might be in a bit of trouble here, going face to face with Faker, who is going to actualize and picks up the shutdown. The chase still on, FaZe full health, is trying to Valkyrie forward and get even more value out of this play. And T1, they are not done with this one. You see the chase is on. Doran on the bottom side here, going to land a big shock blast as well. They take down Vikla, and it looks like finally BNK get away. They get the Chemtech Soul, as T1 will look to push more.
Yeah, not the end of the world for T1 that was taken. They do manage to take down Clear and get a massive shutdown. I assume, I didn't actually check what his shutdown was, but he was 4-0.
Pretty large, I'd say.
I mean, they were down in gold, so I don't know. Can't say for sure what the shutdown was. So a lot of value picked up there from T1, even if they didn't get the soul.
As now we have equalizer here on a Faker, no ghost, no flash, and I think this will be more than enough. As Clear going to retake the top spot there on the damage dealt meter. And he has
Ian, so I assume he bought the Zhonya's. We can't see the items right now.
Good assumption, good assumption. FaZe is just kind of... Diablo trying to step up to them, and FaZe says no. They turn out to the Zhonya's, though. That's not going to work, but they're able to front to back in here with Faker in the front, the tank of the team. Clear gets a ton of damage, but more importantly, he dies, and the rest of his team is so low. They get the catch here on a Raptor in the back line, and Vikla, nice shove back. Looks like he might be able to live for now, actually, because of that, but it should be another Baron here for T1.
Yeah, Diablo just disrespects the rapid fire there and just walks straight up to FaZe, takes so much damage, and it feels like it was almost a panicked start from BNK FEARX. Like, what is happening? So AD carry, we have to do something as a unit here. And FaZe finding this great angle, also dodging the Chains of Corruption and the Equalizer. If he got hit, he was just dead.
Yeah.
But Clear is a one-man army right now.
I mean, he's still doing damage with so many threats in his face. Perfectly flashes and Valkyries out of the way.
Oh, these Valks are so good. Like, 3 Valks, the BT1 call is just to start up, but it's 20,000 HP.
And Faker's not dealing damage to it. He's actually fighting with Clear here on the left.
And winning.
Does do a lot to him. The Equalizer also only really going to hit Faker. Meanwhile, we got the G8 proc here as FaZe takes down the Nico, and Raptor bites the dust as well. They were desperate to enter into this Elder Pit, and instead they end up taking a losing fight to BNK. So now T1 should have a free Elder under their belt.
Yeah, felt very rushed to get in there, and I think they just need to take it a bit slower, wait for some cooldowns, and the Elder was still very healthy. You know, I guess they didn't have full information, didn't have full control, but it felt like a desperate play from BNK FEARX, and T1 so slow, so controlled, are now pushing up into the base, and the Elder's about to be secured as well. If FaZe autos someone, I don't think it's quite there. I think without IE, he's not just going to one-auto Elder proc, but it won't be far away.
Depends on who as well. And they have a lot of other poke in this chase. Doran isn't the most fed, but he's ahead of the Rumble at this point in time, as looks like they're waiting.
Yeah, maximizing time with it. Pulled it to stall out. I'm not feeling too hot on BNK FEARX's chances. Bot inhib's already down, obviously. Top inhib's going down.
They have a wave coming into mid.
Yeah, I think mid inhib
on that one.
Mid inhib's gone.
All right, well, they're going to wall in. Faker decides to take the Realm Warp and go towards Vikla. It's a big shield in his face.
I mean, he gets low, but they just don't punish.
Yeah. And now they have the poke. I mean, Vikla doesn't have Edge of Night, no Banshees, obviously, so taking a ton from Pays, who is the raid boss in this game. Has the GA, has the Nami, Barrier and Flash available. There isn't a lot that he can't do at this point. BNK, I'm sure they're looking for one opportunity to get onto him, but I'm not seeing it right now. Bit of damage goes, and Vikla! No! That's kind of that one combo you were talking about. Vikla is going to get healed up as Owner goes very deep and does go into the GA. And Pace is just running over the equalizer, doesn't care at all. He's trying to do the damage as Keria tries to hit a bubble, not going to. The C1 do get pretty low, and the flash is coming out here from Diablo, but the damage from Pace is a bit more. Pace getting incredibly low himself. They take out Diablo and the rest of the team, and T1 will end the game up 16K gold.